Hello everyone, welcome to the next lecture on the PY question series. Today I will explain you how you can solve the most powerful test related to the IIT JAM and the GATE examinations. Every year one or two questions will definitely ask related to this topic, so that's why you can watch this lecture very carefully. Myself Dr. Harish Garg. You can follow my YouTube channel where you can find the playlist of the IIT JAM and you can see the various PY question series explained here. Apart from them, there is one more playlist of the GATE statistics and you can see the various PY questions related to these lectures available here. Now, the objective of this lecture is how we can solve this most powerful test and the likelihood ratio test in this lecture. So before watching this lecture, I must recommend you must watch this lecture which is available at here, testing of the hypothesis, IIT JAM and GATE. Once you can learn this testing of hypothesis, you will solve this today's lecture in a very simple manner. Now, whenever we are talking about the most powerful test, the step number one is your target is to how to write the critical reason W. That critical reason W is always either X is a greater than C or X is less than C form. Fine. Or X is greater than equal to C or less than equal to C form. But how you can identify that? For that, you always use this formula. That is, L is a likelihood function, H1 is my alternative and H0 is my here. Once you can solve this form, then you will get X is either greater than C or less than C. Make sure the most powerful test is applicable only when your H0 is of the equality form. Once you can solve this equation, you will get the critical reason and then you can find the type 1 error, power test and the type 2 error based on this formula. You can easily remember this formula based on this lecture. I already explained the detail. If you are new to my videos, you can, and you are the IIT JAM student, you can simply scan and join my WhatsApp group for the various discussion part. So let's start with this one. So you can see it's the most powerful test and H0 is my equality sign. So then you can apply that. Firstly, you can write the PDF of the gamma distribution. So that is beta raised to power alpha, gamma of alpha, x raised to power alpha minus 1, e raised to power minus beta x. Now, what is the most beautiful tips I will give you? Look at the H0 and H1. They are dependent on the alpha. So you can look about the alpha and 1 is a function of the x. Look at this function which are depending upon the alpha and x both. This is the only function. Fine. So your f will be only x raised to power alpha minus 1. Fine. Forget about this other term so that your calculation will be reduced. Then always define the likelihood that the size is n. So it is product of xi raised to power alpha minus 1. Fine. Now then how you can define the likelihood ratio? H1 divided by H0 is greater than K. So I can substitute the value. What is the H1 is? Alpha is equal to 2. I can substitute here. Product of xi divided by H0 is alpha is 1. So 1 minus 1, 0 is my here. So what is the right answer of this? Product of xi is greater than K is my right answer of this problem. Also, this expression can also be written as, if you take the logarithm on the both side, so it will be log of xi is greater than of log of k. I can call log of k is my c. So if this expression is there, then this is also the correct option. And you can see within the 10 to 15 seconds you can solve this expression. The first step is you can express like here. Okay, look at this one. Again H1 is here. Now H0 and H1 is dependent on the theta. So one function is my x. Look at the function which are dependent on the theta and x only. This expression. So your L will be product of this expression. Fine. So how you can write that? This is summation mod of x divided by theta. Clear? Now you can find this likelihood at the point of theta h1. It is my 2. So summation mod x divided by 2 and it is summation mod x divided by h1. It is greater than k. Fine. So if I take negative on the upside, it will be summation of x divided by 2 is greater than k. Take the logarithm on the both side, it will be log of k, so I call as a k dash. If I multiply by 2, it will be some constant called as a c. So which is the right expression? A is my right answer. Look at this another one. What is the sample size is this? So L will be my product of this function. Look at that, theta and alpha both. Fine. So theta and alpha will be my here. Theta and alpha will be my here. Fine. So what is the h? L of h1 is, if I substitute theta is 0, this number will be 0 and this number will be e raised to power minus 4x. When h1, when theta is equal to 1 and alpha is equal to 0, this number will be 0 and this number is product of e raised to power minus 1x. Fine. So it will be e raised to power minus 4 summation e raised to power minus x summation is greater than k. So it will be e raised to power minus 3 summation x is greater than k. So take the logarithm on the both side, you will get log c is another constant. Now because of this negative sign, it will be less than of c. So which one is the right answer? Third is the correct answer. You can see it is a less than c, but it is also greater than of something, that's why it's a wrong. Does not exist, it's a cross. When it will not be exist, when h1 h0 is not in the equality. Okay, look at this one. This is exponential, this is a normal distribution, so I can return expression this e raised to power half x square over sigma square. Now I need only the sigma square, so function which are dependent only on the x and sigma square. Fine. Or you can also skip as a half because it's a constant anyhow. It will be half sigma square summation of x square. Fine. Now I can take about this part. It is given as summation of x square is, this is a constant number, it is a greater than or equal to c. Now I can take firstly L of h1. If I substitute here, it is 1 over 4 summation of x square divided by e of this. I can take on the numerator side. Sigma square is 1, so it is a half x square is a greater than or equal to k. So take the logarithm on the both side. So then this part will be x square over 2 is greater than k. So clearly is satisfied that. Look at the second option. E raised to power sigma square, that is 1 over 8 x square divided by e of sigma square. I can take in the numerator side. Half x square is greater than k. Fine. So I can take the logarithm, and if you take the LCM, it is my 3 over 8 summation x square which is greater than k. Fine. So it means again it's satisfied because 3 by 8 is a positive. Look about this one. When sigma square is h1 is my 1, so it is minus half sigma x square plus for this one, so 1 over 4 summation x square which is greater than k. Take the logarithm, it is minus 1 over 4 x square is greater than c. So clearly say it, because of this negative, this expression becomes less than c. So this option is cancelled. Similarly, you can see this number is my half of this, it's a 0.5 and 1, again this option is cancelled. Okay, look at this another one, which is my h0 and h1. So what is my h0? That is my, I call as f0. Theta is equal to 40. So it is 1 over 40 when x is 1, 2 up to 40. What is my f1? f1 is my 1 over 20 when x follows from 1, 2 up to 20. Fine. Then you can define as L of h1 divided by L of h0. Now because they all are not same, so you have the two cases. When x up to the common 120 and after that it's a 21, 22 up to 40. So what are the answers? When both are my here, so h1, this 1 over 20 divided by 1 over 40. So answer is 2. When x1 is 20, so what is the h1 is? Otherwise 0. So 0 over 1 over 40. So it's my 0. Fine. So now you can see whether it's increasing or non-decreasing. You can see up to the 1 to 20. This is my 1 to 20. Answer is 2. And after the 21 to 2, this value is my 0. So it means it is my non-increasing. Fine, because firstly it's here and then it's a decrease, so it means it's a non-increasing. So once, remember, once your likelihood ratio is my non-increasing, then your critical reason is always be x is less than c. Whenever it's a non-decreasing, fine, then your x will be greater than c. So now in this case it's a non-increasing, so your critical reason will be x less than c. So that means this option cancel and this option cancel. Fine. Now once you know the critical reason, then your target is to find this level of alpha. So what is the definition of the alpha? X belongs to the critical reason. Critical reason is my here under the H naught. So what is my H naught? 1, 2 up to 40. What is the function is 1 over 40, 1 over 40, add up to 1 over 40. Now look at the option. Now your alpha is given as a 0.1. Fine. Now look at that. If I take x is less than equal to 4, so 3, 4. What is the probability of this? If you take x less than equal to 4, does it equal to 0.1 or not? You can see less than equal to 4. This, if you add them, it is my 0.1. So yes, it's satisfied. This is the right answer. If I take x less than 3, x less than 3, so which case satisfied? These two cases. If you add them, it will be my 2 over 40, which is not equal to 0.1. So this option is cancelled. A is my right answer. Look at this another one. So sample size is only 1. So once the sample size is only 1, so there is no need of the likelihood function. So your target is to take about the x. So I can take on only this and only this. So h1 divided by here, e raised to power minus mod y, e raised to power minus y square over 2. Fine, or strictly greater than. So I can take this in the numerator. So y square over 2 minus mod y is greater than k. I can take the logarithm. So y square minus this over 2 is another constant c. Fine. Now how I can do that? I can completing the square. I can add 1 on the both side. Fine. So this left hand side will be mod of y minus 1 square, and I call this another constant is say k1. Then this square will also be taken as a square root. So that means mod of y minus 1, this, because the square is greater than of some constant, is the critical reason. So mod y minus 1 is greater than c. Mod y is a less than c, but we need a greater than c. So these options are cancelled. C is my right answer. And you can see this is a very recent year examination question. Look at this another one. Now you can see this is the similar of this. Fine, you can see it's a similar of the GATE 2023 and the IIT JAM 2019. So remember student, if you are the student of the IIT JAM student, you must practice all those PY questions of the GATE statistics as well. And those who are the GATE statistics student must watch about the IIT JAM PY questions series. Now look at that, how you can solve this. What is the sample size is n. Fine. So for this case I consider only this, and from this case I consider this. So what is the L? L of h1 is product of this value divided by product of e raised to power minus x square. Fine, greater than k. So this expression I can written as a numerator, summation of this, and this is also the summation. I can written this as here. Fine, which is greater than k. Take the logarithm. So I will get this is summation of x square minus 2 summation of the x is greater than of c. So now I can add the 1 on the both side. If I add 1 on the both side, so what will happen? This becomes my summation, this minus 1 whole square. Fine, is a greater than of the k. So I can take square as a square root. So what is that? Or there is no need of the square root, so it will be greater than. So this option cancel. Because of this modular sign, C is my right answer of this problem. Okay, look at this another one. what is given to you? H lambda. So I can consider only this function. Sample size is my n. So what is the L is? Product of minus lambda x square. So that means this one. Fine. Clear? Or another shortcut tricks I will tell you. Fine. Now clearly say, because of this negative, this function is my decreasing function. Fine. So once it's a decreasing function, what I told you, the critical region is always be less than C. Now in this case, x will be my here. So that means your critical region is summation x square is less than C is the right answer. So you can see C is the right answer. Anyhow, I will do it as usual. If you see what is the h of this, so e raised to power minus 3 over 4 summation x square divided by e raised to power lambda is half summation x square is greater than k. So it means I can add them. Half minus 3 over 4 summation x square is greater than k. I can take the logarithm on the both side, and this will 4 is the LCM. It is minus 1 over 4 summation x square is greater than c. So minus x square is less than of c is the right answer. So this option is cancelled. Most powerful test does not exist. That's a wrong option. It's always exists. So that means it's always exists for this year. Okay, look at this another one. Critical region of the UMP test here. What is the normal distribution? F. Oh, there is no need to that. Look at that. H naught. Is the H naught is written the equality? No. Is the H1 also not written here? So if both H naught and H1 not in the form of equality, then the most powerful test does not exist. Always remember, at least H naught must be written the equality, but here H naught is not there, so the UMP is not exist. That's the right answer. Fine. Okay, look at this another one. What is given to you? Again, you have to find the UMP, and H naught is the equality sign. Moreover, H1 is not equality, but at least H naught must be equality sign. So we need in the form of theta and x. So I can consider only this portion. Fine. What is the sample size is this? What is the L? L is my product of x minus theta of this. So then this one divided by here. So what is the L of H1 divided by L of H naught? So L of H naught, theta is equal to 1. This is my 0, that's a 1. So the numerator part is 1 minus x, power I can written as here. Fine. So I can take theta minus 1 on the power of this is another constant. This is my log of k, this is my another c. Fine. I need a logarithm. So take the summation of this one. Fine, which is another say c. I need a negative sign also. I can multiply both sides by negative. It will be log of 1 minus xi less than of c. Fine. Now you can see about that. Okay, all are my less than sign. Fine. Now, how you can find this term? So again, a very simple. Let me copy this portion and write here. Then you can see it's a chi-square. Fine. How you can make them as a chi-square? Can you identify which distribution is here? What is the distribution of this? Okay. If I take, how I can do that? Okay. It's a summation of xi is a product of xi. So how I can do that? If I think about chi-square. So chi-square means you have to think about the gamma. Fine. If you think about the gamma, now, okay, so now you have to size alpha. So alpha means the probability of this critical region under the H naught. Fine. So now what is the H naught is? Here. So what is the PDF of the here? So that is PDF of the xi's are when theta is equal to 1. This number is my 1. from this. So what does it mean? It means xi follows the uniform distribution over 0 1 under the h naught. Fine. And once we know each of the xi's, and my target is to find the log of 1 minus xi. So once xi follow the uniform distribution, 1 minus xi also follow the uniform distribution, and minus of 2 ln of this will follows my chi-square distribution of 2. Now I need a summation. So if I take the summation of this, 2 I can take as a constant outside, minus of 2 ln this will follows the chi-square distribution of 2n. So that 2 I can written in this power. So you can see this is in the power. Fine. Now once you know this is my here, so what is the alpha? What is the power of, what is the size of this? Probability of this quantity minus of 2 ln of 1 minus xi should be less than of 2c. Fine. Because sorry, it's a plus c. I can multiply by 2 on the both side. Now this is my chi-square of this. So I can written this square as here. So what is the definition of the chi-square? This number is here. Fine. So once you have this number, sorry, chi-square can never be negative, so it is always positive number. So this is my chi-square. Fine. So it is less than of something, so that is my here. Fine. This number. So what is that? How you can write this number is, this is the chi-square of 2n, because the degree of freedom is 2n, comma 1 minus alpha. Fine. It is less than of something, it's a 1 minus alpha. So first of all, degree is freedom 2 is a n. It is my 2n, it is my here. So this option is the correct answer of this problem. The only concept here is you have to look about the h naught, because the size is my h naught. Under the h naught, this function is my uniform distribution. Okay, look at this another one. Again, based on the sample size 1, x must be greater than of something are there. So what is the h1 over hl naught? So h1, theta is equal to 1, it's a 2x, divided by, when theta is equal to 0, it is only 1. So that means your critical region is x is greater than of c form. So this option cancel out. Fine. Now size. Size means probability of x greater than c under the case of h naught. So what is my PDF? Under the h naught, theta is equal to 0. So that is basically a 1, which is again a uniform distribution. So can you find this answer or this answer? You can see which case is my 0.2. Fine. If I take x is greater than 4 by 5, can you find the probability under this? It is 4 over 5 to 1 of 1 into dx. It is 1 minus 4 over 5. So 1 over 5 is a 0.2 satisfied. If it is a 8 by 5, so 8 by 5 is outside of this, so the answer is not 0.1. So the correct option is A is my right answer. Okay, look at this another one. Again, this is the most powerful test. Now in this case, critical region is already given to you. Fine. There is no need to check about that. It's already given to you. Then your target is to find the value of C. What is that C? Size alpha. Alpha means probability of x is greater than C under the case of h naught. What is h naught is? Here. So under the h naught, what is my function? This is my 4x e raised to power minus 2x. Fine. So how you can solve that? It is integration from c to infinity 4x e raised to power minus 2x of dx. But I need a chi-square. Fine. Your target is to write in the form of the chi-square. So it means there is no need to write this integration. So I just look about this xi. Fine. So if you look about this, can you identify which distribution is here? Can you easily identify that which distribution is here? So basically this this number is basically a gamma distribution with the parameter 2, 2. Fine. So it means x follows my gamma distribution with the parameter 2, 2. Fine. Then it is rejected at here. Then how you can find this Okay, we need to find whether it's x or not. We need to find that what is the L of h1 divided by L of h naught is greater than k. So I need to consider only this function. Fine. So what is that? E raised to power, or h1 is 1. So when lambda is 1, it is my x e raised to power minus 1x divided by, no, what is the population size? It is not given. Okay, fine. So it is, when lambda is 2, it is a 4x e raised to power 4x. So that is again a e raised to power 3x greater than k, x is greater than c. How you can relate the gamma with the chi-square? So it's a 2 comma 2. How you can think about that? X is a greater than c. Can you, okay, fine, it's a very simple, I got it. How you can relate the gamma with the chi? So remember, if x follows my gamma of a comma b, then 2 times b will follows the chi-square of twice of this. So from here you can see no, is it, it's only b, I think it's a b times of this will follows the chi-square of here. So it is a b times of this will follows, sorry, just wait, I forget the concept. Is it a, it's a chi-square of, degree of freedom is there, is it a b or 2b? Let me quickly recall you, this will be my 2b. Fine. So it is my 2 times 4. Fine. Now look at this definition. Alpha is, I can multiply both sides by 4, it is 4 gamma 4x, it is my 4c. Fine. Now what is the meaning of that? The alpha will be greater than of c, so the answer will be 1 over 4. First of all, degree of freedom is not, and it is the, because it's a 4 you can divide them, it is my a is the right answer. You can remember these tips for you. Okay, look at this another one. H naught alpha is given to you 1.9. Probability, critical region is given? No. So I can firstly find it. H1 over H naught. So domain are same on the both case. So what is the H of L1 is 3x squared by 8 divided by x over 2, which is greater than k. So 3 over 8 constant, so x is greater than k. Fine. So x is greater than k under the case of H naught. So what is the H naught is? So 0.19. H naught is my here. So I can integrate from k to upper limit 2 x by 2. So what is the answer of this 0.19? It is 1 over 4 x square. X square is 4 minus k square. Can you find the value of k? So it is 0.19 into 4 minus k square. So k square will be 4 minus of this, so 0.81. So k will be 2 into 0.9, that is 1.8. Then the power of the test. Once you know that, then what is the power is? Probability of x greater than k. K is my 1.5 under the case of h1. So what is the h1 is here? Now you can integrate this from 1.8 to 2, 3 over 8 x square. So x cube will be cancelled out, 1 over 8. So x cube from 2 to 8, 1.8. Now you can do it calculation. After the calculation you will get some result, and that is the required answer of this problem. Okay, look at this another one. Again, it's a gate, it's a similar of this. Fine. So firstly I can define the L of h1. h1 is my f1, 3x square divided by 2x, which is greater than of k. So x is greater than k. Level of significance is 0.19. Probability x greater than k under the h naught. So what is that? It's a 0.19 k to 1 of 2x. So it will be x square 1 minus k square. So k square will be 0.81, 1 minus of this. So k is my 0.9. Fine. Then your target is to find the power. So the power will be probability of x greater than k under the case of h1. So h1 is my here. If I integrate this from 0.9 to 1, 3x square. So what is that? It's x cube 1 minus 0.9 cube. So 1 minus 729. So 172.0 is the right answer of this problem. Look at this another one. Again, the critical reason is already given to you. There is no need to check about that. Alpha is my here. So alpha is probability x less than k under the case of h naught. Alpha is my 0.1. H naught is theta is equal to 1. So if I substitute here, what is my h naught? What is the function at the h naught? Theta is equal to 1, it means this 3 over x. That means 3 over x square. So if I substitute here 3 over x square, start from 3, upper limit is k. Fine. So it is 0.1. What is the integration of this? It's x raised to power minus 1 over minus 1 from 3 to k. So it means 0.1, which is minus 3, 1 over k minus 1 over 3. So if I open this bracket, it's a minus plus 1, it's a 0.1. So 3 over k is my 0.9. So k will be 3 over 0.9. That means 30 over 9. 10 over 3 is the right answer of this problem. You can join my WhatsApp group through this if you are the student of the IIT JAM only. Okay, look at this one. Your target is to find the power. Okay, so critical reason is given? No. So firstly find it. Fx, again the domain are same, so you can divide them as such. 4x cube over 2x is greater than k. So that means x square is greater than k. So x is plus minus root k. But since x is always are in the positive, so I can take it as a positive sign. So my power size is given as this. So it means 0.1 is probability x greater than k under the case of h naught. H naught is my here. So from here I can find the value of k to 1, 2x. So what is the integration of this? 0.1 is x square. So 1 minus k square. So what is the value of the k? Is x square. So k square is 0.9. So k will be root 9. Then your target is to find the power. Power means x is greater than k under the case of h1. So k to 1, 4x cube. So what is the 4x cube is? X raised to power 4. So k is my here. So 1 minus 0.9 square. So 1 minus 0.81, 0.19. D is my right answer of the problem. Now you can see this is the discrete case. So again your target, again critical reason is not given. So find the LH1 over LH naught. What is the H1 is P1. So I can define P1 divided by P naught. Fine. So it will be P1 over P naught. It's a 0 point something. It is my 2. It is my 4. It is my 5. So you can see that LH1 over LH naught is my increasing. Fine. So what I told you, whenever it's increasing, the critical reason will be x is greater than c. If it is a decreasing, then x is less than c. So now what is that? You have to find the power when the size is given to you. 0.05 is given to you, which is x is greater than c under the case of h naught. H naught is p0. Look at the p0. Okay, what is the value of c? So that answer becomes a 0.5. Look at that. Answer of c must be from here. Can this number be 0.05? No, because the answer will be 1. Can it be greater than 8? Strictly greater than 8 means yes, it is a 0.5. Fine. So it means c is my 8. So my critical reason is x is greater than 8. Because probability of x greater than 8, that means 9 and 10, and under the h naught is it is my same. Then what is the power? So power is x is greater than 8 under the case of h1. So what is the under the case of h1? You can add them. So the answer is 0.16, 0.05, 0.21 is the right answer. Look at this another one. Again, it's a discrete problem. H1 is my F1. So F1 over F0. So this divided by this. So that means 5 over 10. So 0.5. This is 0.6. This is 0.8. This is 0.9. This is 1.2. Again, you can see all are my increasing. So critical region is my greater than C. Level is my alpha. So 0.1, which is probability of x is greater than C under the case of H0, F0. Can you find the value of the out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So that you can substitute here, answer will be 0.1. So definitely, if you substitute x is greater than equal to 1, answer is not 1. If I substitute x is greater than 2, again answer is not 1. If you substitute 3, answer is not 1. If you substitute 4, greater than 4, answer is 0.6 but not 1. It means you are unable to find the particular value of the C. Then how you can find the power? This is a very special case if you are unable to find the value of C. For example, if it is my decreasing, for example, then your critical region will be here. Fine. Then can you find the value of C? Can you find the value of C so that it becomes less than or less than equal to? Yes, you can find it 1 because it is becomes same of this. So if it is a decreasing, then you can easily find that. But anyhow, now in this case you are unable to find that. Then your answer will be alpha times F1 over F0 maximum value of this. Fine. This formula is applicable only if you are unable to find this value C. So what is the alpha is? Size. Size is 0.1. What is the F1 over F0? This. What is the maximum value is? 1.2. So the answer is 0.12 is the right answer. This is the simple shortcut tricks I give you whenever you are unable to find the C. And you can see it's a GATE 2020 examination. So it may happen that this times this question will ask in the IIT JET. Okay, again you can see the critical region is not given to you. Alpha is given and your target is to find the. So again you can see, now you can see the range is not same. Fine. So how I can define the L this? I can discretize into two part. Firstly, I can take from this and then take from this. So what will happen? H1. This is H1. Fine. Whenever x lies between 0 to 1, its answer is half divided by 1. So answer is half, 0.5. Whenever x lies between 1 to 2, the f of h1 will be again half. What is the h0? It's a 0. It lies in this case. So this is my infinity. Fine. So can it be increasing or decreasing? Whenever it's from 0 to 1, answer is 0.5. Whenever from 1 to 2, it's a infinity. You can see it's my increasing. Fine. The earlier example, if you remember my previous example, in that case it and then it's a decreasing. That means it's a non-increasing. But right now it's my increasing. So what is my critical region? Critical region is x is my greater than C. Fine. And alpha is given to you my here. So can you find the probability of C under the H0? That means C to 1 of 1. So it means it is 1 minus C, 0.5. So can you find the value of C? It's a 0.95. Then what is the power is? Probability of x is greater than 0.595 under the H0. So how you can do that? 0.95 to 2 of half. So what is the right answer of this? Half of 2 minus 0.95. So that means 1.05 divided by 2. So 0.525 is the right answer of the problem. Okay, look at this another one. Again, it's a normal distribution. Okay, the value of critical region is not given. H1 is here. So function is 1 over root pi sigma is 1 e raised to power minus half x square. So I can consider only this portion because this is a constant. Size is my 4. So L will be half x square. So what is the critical region? E raised to power minus half summation x square. So where is the theta is? Oh, sorry. Instead of it is x minus theta square. Fine. So h1, whatever the value of this is my here, divided by half x minus 1 square is greater than k. So I can return is upside. It's a summation of x minus 1 square minus x minus theta square is greater than k. Half, I can take logarithm. It is x minus 1 square x minus theta square, which is greater than of some constant. Fine. Now if I open this bracket, it will be a square plus b square minus 2 minus x square minus theta square plus 2 times theta x. So x square will be cancelled out. So this theta square is a constant which is again cancelled out. So it will be minus 2x plus 2 times theta x is greater than k. Or I can say 2x I can common. Fine. It is theta minus 1. So you can see theta is a less than 1. So this number is my negative. Fine. So once this number is my negative, it means I can say x is less than k. Fine. So it means your value will be x is less than of k. So can you find the value of k? By using level of significance. So how you can find the level of significance? 0.05. Probability of summation of x is less than k. Fine. So if x follows my normal distribution, what is my summation of the x? N is my 4. So again it's a normal distribution with the parameter here. Fine. So I can convert into the z. It is z 5 under the h naught. This is my 4 comma 4. So 4 over 2. So it is a half. Probability of z is less than half. So what is the value of the z less than half? That will given you in the first page of your question paper. Okay. So you can see about the first page of the question paper. You will get this particular value of the z. So right now can I see my values in here? So I don't know what is the answer of this. You can see, no, it is a 0.05. It is 0.05. Okay, so you are unable to find this value. Okay, I will tell you one more method because this is not applicable here. So you can see about that. This is my one tail and which is left tail. Fine. And your target is to find the observed value of this case. So how you can find that? That's I can, because it's unknown is my mean. Fine. So for the left case it will be here. Fine, because it's a left tail test. So I can write here. So what is the x bar? X bar is my normal distribution with the mean here. Variance is 1 by n. So can I found this value? This is my critical region. So this number is my 0.05. Fine. So I can change into the z. It will be k minus theta under the h naught is 1. K minus 1 over half. This is my 0.05. And we all know probability in case of the z, when it will be less than of this, it is my minus 1.645. Why negative? Because it's a left tail. So can you find the value of k? It is 1 minus 0.8225. So what is that? 0. Is a multiply? Yes, it will be 0.1 something. Fine. K will be 0.1 something. So if I substitute here, x will be less than of 0.1 something. So what is the x bar? But we need a summation of the x. So divided by 4 is less than of 0. I will calculate it completely. It's a 5, it's a 7, it's a 7, 1.775. So now if I multiply this by 4, it will be 0.71. Fine. So some of them will be less than of the 0.71. So this option is not satisfied. Rest all are my satisfied problem. Okay, look at this another one. You can see both the values are same. So what is my f1 over f0? 1 over 2x. Fine. So once you take 1 over 2x, clearly say this is my decreasing. Fine. It is my decreasing. So the critical reason is x is less than c. So once it's a less than c, then alpha is given to you. Which of the following is the most powerful test which will be rejected? So what is that? 0.05 is probability x less than c under the case of h naught. H naught is my f naught, that is here. So it is upper limit is c, lower limit is my here, which is 2 of x. So what is the right answer of this? It's my 0.05 is x square, that means c square. So c will be root of 0.05. So if I calculate this value in the calculator, it will be 0.2236. So which one is the right answer of this? Because it's a less than of this, so this will be rejected, this is rejected, and here. Fine, because critical reason is always called as the rejected reason. Okay, look at this one. Again, you can see this is similar of this. The domain is my same. So I can define the f1 over f0. What is h1 is? h1 is f1. So 2 minus 2x over 1. So that is my 2 minus 2x. Because of this negative, you can see it's my decreasing. So the critical reason is x less than c. So what is that? Size is my 0.1. So probability of this under the h naught. So I can say 0 to 1 of 1. Sorry, 0 to c. Upper limit is my c. So that means 0.1 is equal to c. Then the probability of the type 2 error. So what is the probability of the type 2 error is 1 minus probability of x less than c. C is my 0.1 under the case of h1. So that means 1 minus, what is the h1 is here? So 0 to 0.1, 2 minus 2x. So what is the right answer of this? So integration of this will be 2x minus x square from 0 to 0.1. So it is 1 minus 0.2 minus minus plus 0.01. So 0.8 plus 0.01. 0.81 is the right answer of this problem. Okay, look at this one. Now is another thing of the likelihood ratio test. How you can solve that? X follows my here. Consider first of all, this one is two-tailed. Fine. This one is me. Fine. Sample size is not given. So how you can solve this problem? Again, a very simple. First of all, it's a mean. So it's a two-tail. I can written as a z. It must be greater than of. If you draw the graph, this is my case, two-tail. Fine. So this reason is my alpha by 2. This is my alpha by 2. This is my here. So this number is here. This is mine. Fine. And alpha is given to be 0.617. Fine. Now, what does it mean? So you have at the point theta is equal to 1. Fine. There is no issue. So what is the value given to you? If you look about the first page of your question paper, you will get this value, statistics MS 2020. Now out of this you can see which pair you can combine. Firstly, this number is my 0.617. What does it mean? This number is half of this, so this is my 0.3085. This is my 0.3085. Fine. Can you find this number? 1 minus sum of them. So it will be 383. So this number is my 0.383. Now, how you can write this number is my z of alpha by 2. This is minus z alpha by 2. Fine, is a modulus of this. Now look at that. If I look about this value 0.691, 0.843, which I can make from these three values. Clearly say, you can see 0.3085 plus 0.383, it's come to be 0.6915, which comes to be here. Fine. So it means what is given to you, phi of 0.5 is my here. So up to this area, how you can write this area in graphically, that means this number up to this area, so this number will be my 0.5. Fine, this area is my 0.5. Then your target is to find the power, so that means your critical region is this is greater than 0.5. So your power will be probability z is greater than 0.5 under the h1. Fine. Now under the h1 it is not given, so I can return this is 1 minus probability of 0.5 less than z less than 0.5. Fine. Or I can return this is CDF of 0.5 minus plus CDF of minus 0.5. Now look at that. CDF of 0.5 is already given to you, 0.6915, plus can you find, is it given that CDF of 0. minus? No. So we all know how you can find the CDF of the minus 0.5. That will be 1 minus CDF of this. Fine. So after the calculation you will get this as the right answer. Fine. So you can see this is my z. Oh sorry, it is theta is equal to 1. You have to find the likelihood at theta is equal to 1. I forget about theta is equal to 1. Just wait. Okay, just wait. I forget this line, theta is equal to 1. So how you can do that? From here I can see this is a 1 minus 0.5 less than x because power is my x is my here. Fine. Now at theta is equal to 1, that means h1. So that means normal of 1 comma 1. Fine. So I can convert, now I can convert into the z. I can subtract minus 1 on the both side. It's my minus 0.5, and then I can divide it by 1. That's a standard deviation. So it will be minus 1.5. Now it's a z is 0.5. This is my h naught. Fine. This is my h1. So now I can write this is in terms of the CDF minus 0.5. Okay, this both are the negative, but we need both as the positive numbers. Fine. So how I can write that? I can change this interval to be positive. So it is my 0. Oh, fine. I can return this is same of this 0.5 minus plus of 1.5. So what is the answer of this? I can return this quantity as, what is the phi of this number? It's a minus 0.195. What is the phi of minus 1.5? The number is my here. So I can say this number is plus 0.9332. Fine. Now you can solve this. You will get this as the right answer. Okay, look at this one. Again, it's a likelihood ratio test of the p value. That means they are talking about the size of the test. Fine. So which was that? Sample size is 9, which is a small sample. So once a small sample, you are using the t-test. Fine. So what is that? Again, h naught is, you can see it's a one-sided, and one-sided is right tail. So what is the meaning of that? since it's a small sample, you are using this, it must be greater than of something, and it is equal to, that is your target. So what is the small sample is x bar minus mu over s divided by root n. X bar is here, which comes to be 9.8. What is the h naught? H naught is 8.8. S, this is my s square, so s will be 1.2. N is my root 3, that's a 3. So if you solve them, it's a 1, so 3 over 1.2, so that means 30 over, so it's a 6265, it's my 2.5. so that means your target is to find this number. Your target is to find this number. Probability should be 1 minus alpha. What is the degree of freedom is 8. Now how you can do that? Again, there is no need to solve. Look at the table's value. Which year is MS 2022. That is my here. You can see about this number. It is already given to you. Fine. 8 comma this. Now it is a one tail. Oh, sorry, which is there? It's a one tail. So which one is the graph of this? Here. Fine. So this number is my alpha. Clear? So what is the value given to you? This is t of 8 comma alpha is my 2.5. So that is the right answer. 0.0185 is the right answer of this problem. So you can round off them up to the 3 decimal places. You will get as the right answer. Okay, look at this another one. Again, it's a testing of the null likelihood ratio test. Fine. What is that? Sample size is 4. Clear? And you are talking about this theta. And you can see this is not equal to 0. So it's my two-sided. Fine. So once it's a two-sided, how you can do that? But it's a small sample. So again, I can use this value. X bar minus mu over s by root n. X bar, sample mean 3.6. Mu h naught 0. S, this is my s square, so I can return this is 20.25 divided by n. N is my root 4. Fine. So if you do it calculation, you will get as 1.6. Now since it's a two tail, so your target will be this number. So this number is my alpha over 2. So that means your target is to write modulus is greater than of t alpha by 2. Fine. Or you can simply say, instead of this, what is that? It's a 1.6. It must be number. Fine. 1 minus alpha. Now again, you can look about this value of the MS 2023. So I have the value. Let me check it. No, I have not written that. So you can see in the first page of your table, and you will get this. What is the value of this? So let me check on the T table. So this value is given to, degree of freedom is my 3. Fine. So this is 0.21 is my point. So the right answer of this is 0.21 is the right answer. Fine. So 0.21, that means approximately 0.208 is the correct answer of this problem. So in the examination, you will be given as a 0.208. It is similar to this one, like of this example. Okay, look at this another one. Again, the likelihood ratio test of this P. What is the P? Is binomial distribution. Fine. 2 comma P. So very simple. We all know NP is my mean. So what is my P? Summation n over this. Fine. So what is the X bar? 0 plus 2 over 2, that is a 1. N is my 2, it is my. So I can use this value, P bar minus mu over S by root n. So what is the P bar is? P bar is my here. Sample mean half. Mu half divided by anything are there, it's a 0. So what means probability of, it's a two tail. is greater than of 0. What is the meaning of this? When it's a mode of greater than 0, it means this portion as well as this portion. So complete answer is 1 is the right, because it's a two tail. Fine, you can see it's my two tail, so that means it's a greater than as well as less than both. So that's why this 0.5 plus 0.5 is my 1. If h1 is my only p greater than half, then what will be your answer is, it's a one tail, so it is only greater than of 0, then answer will be 0.5. Okay, look at this another one. It's a gate examination. Again, your target is to find the p value of the likelihood ratio test. It's a mean. Fine. So once you are talking about the mean, can you find the mean of this? It's a 3 sample. So 1 plus 4 minus 5 and 2 minus 2 plus 0. So which is 1 over 3, 0 comma 0, that is 0. And again you can see this is my two tail. Fine. And you are talking about this as a mean. Sample size is 3. So it means it's a t-test. Fine. So x bar minus mu divided by s by root n. So x bar is 0, h naught 0, whatever the denominator part, it is my 0. So that means again it's a two tail, so I can written as z is greater than 0 or t is my greater than 0. So since it's a modular sign, so it will be this portion both. So the right answer is 1 is the correct answer. Okay, look at this one. You are talking about testing the null hypothesis and the power of the most powerful test. So this is the only parameter which involve them. Critical reason is not given, so I can found by here. Fine, which is greater than k. So h1, when theta is 1, it is my x raised to power 1. When theta is equal to 0, it is x square. So it means 1 over x is greater than k. So x is less than c. Then level of significance is my here. It will be probability of x less than c under the h naught. What is the value of the h naught is? Theta is 0, so function is 3x square. So it is 0 to c, 3x square, 0.125. So it is x cube, that is a c cube, 0.125. Then your target is to find the power. Power means probability of x less than c under the case of h1. What is the function value at the h1? Theta is equal to 1, 2x1. So it means 0, lower limit is 0 to c, 2x. That means x square, c square is the, so I can found the c from here. C is my 0.5. Fine. So c square will be 0.25 is the right answer. Okay, look at this another one. Okay, a sample size n is 100, so it's a large sample. Fine. Mean is mu. Sample mean x bar is given to you as 5.608. Sigma square is given as a 9, which is here. You are talking about the mean. Fine. And again it is my two tail, so that means you are talking about this case, this one and this one. So large sample, that means a z test, x minus mu sigma by root n. X bar is 5.608. What is the mu? 5.02 divided by sigma is my 3, n will be my 100, so it's a 10. So it is my 0.588 divided by 0.3. Fine. So this number is 0.128, 27, 1.96. So it's a two tail, so I have to written as 0.1. Fine. Is it okay? It's a 1.96. Is it a 1.96? Yes, it's a 1.96. Sorry, It's a decimal, it's a 1.96. Fine, so it's a 1.96. Now 1.96, so what can you say about that? Now you can see this its level of significance is 95. Fine, so this number is my alpha by 2, this number is my alpha by 2. Fine, and 1.96, this number is my 1.96 we have obtained, and it's a 0.975. so up to this, this plus this is my, okay, so how you can find that? It's alpha by 2. This number is my 1 minus alpha, so this number is 0.975 is 1 minus alpha, so alpha will be 1 minus 0.97 alpha, that means 0.025. Now since it's a two tail, so it is alpha by 2, so alpha by 2 is basically 0.05, so alpha will be 0.05 is the right answer of this problem. Look at this another one. Again you have to find the p value. Find sample size is 6, that is my small sample, and they are the Bernoullis, so it means what is the y distribution is binomial 6 comma theta. Observed value of the y is 4, y is given to you 4, so again I can apply the same thing, s by root n. What is the mu is half, so what is the binomial mean is 6 into half, that is 3, or there is no need of this one. So your target is to find the observed value is my, fine, sample mean is here, so you can apply the binomial distribution, that's over. So I can return this is 4, 5 or 6, okay? Or you can apply this one also, y minus mu over s by root n, because this is my t test, and h1 is, it is my 1t, so you can apply also in the same manner, you will get the same answer. So similarly you can do like this way. This is the subjective question of this. Find the UMP. Again the level, critical level is not given, so L of h1 over L of h0, theta 2 I can consider only this part, so it is x square, h1 is x is a greater than k, that means x is greater than k. Level is my given as 13 by 49, which is probability of x greater than c, clear? So it lies between here, so 1 c to 1 under the h naught, when theta is equal to 1, it is my 2 times x, so it is 1 minus c square. So 1 minus c square is 13 by 49, so c square will be 1 minus 13 over 49, so it's my 36, 6 over 7. Fine. Then what is the power? Power will be x greater than c under the case of h1, so it's a 6 over 7 to 1. h1 is my 2, when it is a 2 it is my 3x square, so it's a x cube. That is the right answer of this problem. Again you can see about here is a normal distribution, it is already given to you. Power is my, sorry, sample size is given to be here, so I can convert into the z. What is my x bar? It follows my normal distribution 1 over n, so it's a k minus mu. What is h naught? H naught is my 10 divided by root n, it's my root n. Fine. And we all know whenever z is greater than of this is a 0.95, it means this number is my 1.645. Fine. Then determine the minimum size of the sample, so that is the power is at least, probability of x bar greater than k is my 0.95. Fine. I can again convert it into the Z. It is K minus H1. What is H1 is 11 divided by 1 by root n. It is greater than of 0.95. Fine. I can find the value of K. I can written this number is K minus 10 minus 1. So this portion I have 1.645 minus root n. So that means Z is greater than of 1.645 minus root n is greater than of 0.95. Fine. So that means by using the normal distribution, 1.645 minus of root n, it must be, what is that? It must be minus 1.645. So from here you can easily see this is less than of 3.2 something. Fine. Or you can see it will be greater than of as n, so you can put up as a square, so you will get as the, no, it's a maximum. Fine. So where is the error is? So you can check about the calculation whether where is the plus minus error are here. Okay, the same question you can do it by on. I can consider this one. Fine. You can find the value of the alpha is already given to you. Find the value of K. Fine. So you can that question you can easily do by on. Okay. So I can do it like, let's say H1 over H0 is greater than K. What is H1? 2. I can consider only this. So it is my x over 2 divided by e of x1. Fine. I can, because likelihood of the function 5. So it is my here. So it is e raised to power minus x over 2 and e raised to power minus summation x. So if I take upside, it is my summation of x by 2 is greater than k, or you can say summation of x is greater than c. Fine. Now alpha is given to you as a 0.05. So what is the probability that summation of the x is greater than c under the h naught? So firstly, what is the h naught? Under the function h naught is 1. So this function is 1 e raised to power minus x. That means exponential distribution. Fine. So if x follows my exponential distribution over the 1, then summation of x will follows the gamma distribution with the parameter n is my 5. Fine. I can change into the chi. So 2 times of this, it will be chi square of 10. Now I have the summation part already, so I can multiply this by twice. So it will be probability of chi square of 10 is greater than of 2c. Fine. Now you can see MS 2010. These are the keywords given to you, and you can see from here degree of freedom 10, less than of this is 0.95, and we need a 0.5. So what is the number of this? 2c will be 18.30. Fine. So you can find the answer of this. C will be 1.95 is the correct answer. Fine. So that's the same question that you can do it by on. You have to find the most powerful test and solve. Or you can join my WhatsApp group, as I told you again and again. You can see it's a IIT Jam WhatsApp group. We will see the next lecture on the PY question of the sampling. Till then, you can simply like, share and comment on video. Best of luck, students. Happy learning.